Hey everyone, welcome back to another DC Scroger live stream. Please let me know if you can hear me okay. See? Alright, there we go. I can see myself now. Welcome to another DC Scroger live stream. Today is going to be a very exciting one because we are going to be doing some embryo rescue, live embryo rescue from some very special seeds, some basal seeds. Right, so I have some seeds here ready to go. All right, I already have some people already in the chat. That's great. So we have a Tom, JK, Richard, Michael Ricey. Yeah, everybody. Okay, yeah, I see a lot of people going on. Yep. Oh, thank you, thank you. Hi, everyone. All right, so first let me show you the seeds that we're going to start working with. So we have a couple of good seeds. So this is guava tarts, and big shout out to DC Scroger, which he's actually here right now. He's here in the lab, chilling right here, just looking on some of these embryo rescue live here from the lab. So we have guava tarts. We have a blood orange. You can see a little bit closer so you can see the cross right there. Guava tarts. We have award-winning genetics, dying seeds. No. Lemon slice. Rachel told me used to do. Yeah. All right. So we have a lemon slice, and we have this exotic genetics. Priceless. So you see the cross is Mac number 1. The father, well, that's the mother, and the father is Cookies and Cream number 2. So these are feminized seeds. I know this one, I don't believe these two are feminized seeds, so we can have a male or a female. But we're going to be doing some embryo rescue, which I have some great news because I already did some of these for a video. For a video on embryo rescue, and I have some good news. I will show you after I'm done showing this kind of the process how they actually coming along. They're starting to grow, which is also very exciting. We have some seeds coming out and growing, so that's great. So let me see some a few questions or anything before I get it started. I think it's people just talking about seeds and stuff. An experience. So all right, well, let's go ahead and get started. Oh, before I actually get started, I also want to give another shout out. This is to a master class student that was here for the last in-person class, David. I mean, you know who you are if you are watching, or you're watching the future. This is a plan that he did from embryo rescue. Or this is, he embryo rescued this seed. So you see the plant, it looks great. Look all the amount of roots in this plant is coming up really nicely. The plant was already growing to the side, was already bending to the side, so I cut it last week, a week ago. So I left just the bottom node, and you see the top, the new shoots coming out from there. Then there is the other node, the one that was just below that, and then the third node, and then the top node. That's the top of the plant. So the plant looks great, very good, amazing results. So I'm hoping to get the same results from the seeds that I'm going to be working on today. So let me put this to the side. All right. So before I get into doing some of these more special seeds, I want to show you the process on some of these other, this is just random seeds that I have. Same plant, it's just the random seeds. Hey Lauren, how are you doing? Plants in jars in the chat. So I will show you how to do this process on just regular seeds. They are not really named seeds, but they are from the same plant. So I'm going to show you with this, and after I get a little bit of the hanging on, I already feel like from the video that I did, I feel like I have a pretty good hang on how to do this, but first time doing it on live, so I will see how this goes, and then I would use some of the more special seeds. How many grams of charcoal per liter? 1 gram of charcoal per liter, 1 to 2 grams. I'm doing 1 gram. All right, so let me set the microscope here. Let me get the, there it is. So there's the seed. So there is my seed right there. Let me adjust my camera a little bit more. There we go. I think I'm getting a lot of, it's too bright. Let me adjust the settings of the camera. Just adjust, give it a little color correction, give it a little bit less brightness. I think that looks a little bit better. Okay, let's see. Well, thank you so much. They look demonetizing seeds. Yeah, no, they are basil. These are basil seeds. I don't know what you're talking about. Yep, thank you so much. Yeah, I think this is a great way. If you're having issues popping some seeds, I think this will be a great way, because we are removing the actual the seed coat of the plant, and we actually exposing the actual embryo of the plant. So this will be a great thing. Sí, después lo haré el video también en español. También lo haré en español. Spicy tomato. I like the basil a little better. No, actually, what was it? The spicy lettuce. Hey, Carly. Oh, these are your seeds. Thank you so much for sending the seeds. Yeah, thanks so much. Well, at least for the kind of the more standard seeds that I'm using. These are the practice one, and then later on I do some of the ones that DC Scroger brought us to us. How much zoom am I using my microscope? So this microscope is AM. This is an AM scope. It is a 90x microscope. However, I don't use the 2x lens. I only use the half X lens. So running about 45x. And this is good enough for doing the this embryo rescue and doing meristem. I also do meristem with this microscope as well. And talking about meristem, also we have the online tissue culture masterclass coming up. It's tomorrow. Actually, this is the last. Basically, you last chance. I think you can still register. If not, we are thinking about releasing the new days pretty soon for the new classes as well. But you can register for the class, online tissue culture masterclass. We're going to do some meristem work as well. So I have my seed ready to go. So what I'm going to do is, in the past, and if you have been here in the lab, I have done some embryo rescue. I know, Carly, you have done it before. You know how difficult it is to get a hold of the seed. You just grab it and it just flies everywhere. It's so difficult to get a good hold on it and to open it. It's so difficult to open the seed because it's very slippery. Also, the seed coat is very hard. So there are different ways that I doing this. I like to use the hydrogen peroxide method, where I soak the seeds for about 24 to 48 hours in the hydrogen peroxide, about 20% hydrogen peroxide. Well, it's regular 3% hydrogen peroxide, but I do 20% of this and 80% of water. And then I will, hopefully the seeds will pop by itself, and then I use my forces, my stereo forces under the microscope, and then you just open the seeds. And that's kind of the best case scenario, but many of these seeds don't do that because they are very old, they don't sprout. So you actually have to use an scalpel to open the seed, and then and then remove the seed coat. It is very difficult to do it. So what I have found the easiest way to do it is you actually need to damage the seed coat to begin with. So the easiest way that I have found is by using just a file. So this is just a metal file. You can also use like a sandpaper, but I found that like a file like this works great for doing this process. So let me show you how to do it. The first thing is like, let's inspect the seed. So let's look at the kind of the anatomy here of the seed, or how the seed looks like. Let me get closer for that. So about this much. All right, so let's give it more light. So here is the seed, and the way the seed grows, you see that it's not like a perfect sphere. It's not like a really, it's not like a bowl. You see that this side is thicker, and then this other side is kind of thinner. So what we looking for, if we, let's say, like scan it, like let's imagine that the seed coat is out, we are going to find that the cotyledons are on this side. So it's one cotyledon on this side, and then the other one is on the bottom, and we want to have the root tap coming to here. So what I want to do is I want to flip it this way, where the root tap is. If I can even get a good hold of it. There we go. There we go. So, wow. See, I've told you guys, these seeds like to, they are hard to get a good hold of them. Let me try with these other forces. They are slightly larger. Okay, there we go. What is it? Oh, is it too bright? Let me see. Okay, I think we're good. So we have the seed. So what we need to do is to file it, but I want to file this side. So with my file, and I'm too close, so let me get zoom out so you can see better. There we go. So what I'm going to do is take my file. Use the force to crack them. No, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. If I put the pressure on it, it's not going to break. Or if it breaks, I'm going to damage the inside. So I found that this way is safer, especially with the very valuable seeds. If I use my forces just to kind of crack them, I'm going to kill the embryo. So I'm going to take my file. Oops. Take my file. Make sure I have a good grip on it. And this is not a sterile word right now. But I'm just going to file all of this. This side. And you see the seed coat is already open. You see, now I have cracked the seed, and now it's open. So I'm going to do this a little bit more. Be very gentle. The more you can do around, the better. But be careful not to damage, not to go too deep and start filing the actual embryo. So all you want to do is just file just the root tap. I'm sorry, just the seed coat. And this is it, that's it. And that's pretty much it. So now what I'm going to do is I take my my tube and I'm going to place my seed in my tube. For now it's empty. I will add the sterilizing solution after I collect a few more seeds, and that's pretty much it for the process that I've been doing. But let me do a couple more. So let me grab a few more seeds and let's start doing this. So it's actually a very simple process. It may take a little bit of patience, and I'm using the microscope to show you. It does help if you have a microscope, but it's not necessary. So you see, just filing this side, and I already have some seed that they have been soaking overnight. So you will see. I will show you how those look like. And that's a little. That's just pretty much enough to get things going. All right. So I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to try to get one completely out. Okay, that's enough. Usually I don't clear my tools. Well, yes, but on this I'm not doing this sterile. Like I said, I'm using just a metal file just to get this open. So let me see. Let me try this. Somebody said I use the forces to open the seeds. So let me grab a seed, grab the forceps, and let me apply some pressure. And you see what happened? So this is what happened when you use the forceps. Maybe I can do it more gently, but yeah, I mean, there's the cotyledon right there. They are low damage. Maybe the embryo in there inside where it grows, maybe still intact and may be able to grow, but that was too much. All right. So I'm going to attempt to open one seed, completely open one seed out, like with no soaking. Oh, sorry. So sorry. Well, let me try again because I messed that one up. So here is the seed. Yeah, so here is the seed. There we go. So open. I got it. So I cracked the seed. This one was not as destructive as the other one. Oh, this embryo looks bad. Well, you know what? Actually, came out okay. Can still use this one. So that was fine. I mean, everybody has his own methods. I cut the root tab, but the embryo is still inside there, so I can still use this one. I'm going to have another test tube to put my control, fully open controls. There it goes. That one. Use the nails. Yeah, and like I said, yeah, I want to us cracking the seeds with the forces. Some seeds are very valuable, so I prefer to soak them. But you can do the filing on some of these valuable seeds. If you don't want to go all the way in, you can just file until just before you get there. And after soaking, they will get a lot softer, and then you can actually remove them much easier. So like I said, I'm going to take one more seed, and I will do the. I will try to fully remove the seed, the seed coat. Okay, there we go. So I open that. Let's see what we got. Seed soaking in oh really? Okay, so Osiris Genetics seeds a great demo, Francisco, but I personally squeeze the top portion of the seeds after soaking the pulp right open. I have never considered any file, but this is a great idea. Oh, fingernail file. Okay. There we go. Oh, this one is too hot. To wait for a moment. Oh, there we go. Where it went? Oh, here it is. There we go. So you see, it came out more intact than the previous one. So that looks better. So let me place my embryo inside of the test tube and set it right there. All right, so now I think I feel I have enough practice where I want to start prepping some of the more valuable seeds. So let's start with guava tarts. So again, this is the cross apple tarts cross crooked dots. There we go. What seeds are these? Yeah, these are spicy tomato. Spicy tomato seeds. All right. So this, I said, is guava tart. So I have my tube. I already made my tube. Guava tarts. I want to place my seeds in this tube. All right, so I love guava, but what is a guava tarts? Actually, I don't know. I mean, the main actually is right here. You know what is a guava tarts compared to a guava? Apple chartreuse. Yeah. Okay. Well, we call it guava tart, so let's see. Yeah, it's with crocodile. Yes. Say they taste like guava. I don't know about me. I don't know if it would taste like guava. All right. So let me. This is the guava tarts. All right. So now we are going pretty much for real. So let's be a bit more gentle about these seeds. These are older seeds as well. So let's have a good grip. And I will show you, I already have guava tarts growing from the embryo rescue that I did during the last 2 days. I have one is already growing very nicely. All right, so I don't want to file too much. There we go. So this should be enough filing. Oh, it's a little bit out of focus. Sorry. It's a little hard to keep in focus. All right, so this should be enough for this seed. So there it goes. Let's do one more guava tarts. Let's do 2. Yeah, technically it is, but however, for like this purpose for YouTube, we just call it basil or spicy tomato because YouTube doesn't care. As soon as we say the H or the C word, just demonetize. So, and we want to make more videos like this, more content with this kind of plants. We need to be careful. All right, so that one was really easy, really fast. There we go. That's it. That's all I'm doing. Just exposing the inside of the seed. Not disposable taste today. Not yet. I will. Right now, I'm using like just a cutting board. This is not sterile. After I done prepping these seeds, then I will work with the seeds that I already have sterile here. So I have some sterile seeds already here. I already have some more guava tarts and lemon. It's lemon. It's not lemon lime. It's lemon slice. I just messed the name. Um, but they already filed and they already been soaking for overnight, for 24 hours. So this will be sterile, and then I would use the sterile condition. Right now, I'm not in sterile conditions right now. All right, so I have two of the guava tarts. Let me grab the lemon slice. All right, so next, is this award-winning genetics dying seeds, spicy tomato seeds, lemon slice. Now, something that I kind of like about this kind of, I don't know, you guys call it hobby or like lifestyle, is use the names of these genetics or these strains, these cultivars. They are so fun. And also some of the art. I found like some of these genetics has some really amazing art going on. I love that. Love that about this. All right, so I got two seeds. I got two seeds. I will talk about the mix on how to sterilize them in a moment. Very easy. So here is the first seed, lemon slice. Do a little filing. So actually I want to file the other side. So you want to look on which side you want to file. You want to file the one side that has the root tab on, which is this side, I believe. Well, actually, hold on, let me think. Which side is the root tab on this one? It's fat on this side. I think it's on this side. I think I was filing correctly. But anyways, you can basically file any side. You just have to be careful not to file too much. And these seeds are soft. They're kind of like almost wet, mushy. I don't know why. Oh, it just flew all over the place. Where is it? Oh, there it is. All right. So I know there is quite a lot of questions going on right now. That's great. I will check the questions after I'm done right here. So that's enough filing for this seed. So this is lemon slice. On this tube I did put the name correctly. So that is one. Here's the other seed. So and the good thing about this, what I'm doing is that you don't actually need to put them in tissue culture. I will, because this is what we do here. I mean, this is a tissue culture channel, but you can put these seeds like in like you normally grow in soil, or like a paper towel. I grow them for a little bit and then in soil. So this applies to pretty much anyone trying to grow some of these seeds that this is maybe tired, and they may have just enough energy to sprout, but they may not have enough energy to fully get rid of the seed coat. So you have to help it and remove the seed coat yourself. Also, the moment you are filing the seed and exposing the embryo, you give them they also will absorb the water. Oh, a little bit too much there, a little too hard. Well, there we go. So I have my lemon slice. Where's my cap? Here's my cap. Alright, so I have to do a little recap. Alright, so let's do a little recap. I have controlled seeds. So I file some seeds like I did before. These are just kind of no-name seeds. So I have these seeds. I have another control right here. These control are 2 embryos that I completely took out, but I haven't sterilized yet. And this is the lemon slice that I just did, and the guava tarts. So now I'm going to, for the blood orange and for the priceless, you have to watch the video on me doing this, and then I will do updates later, because I already did it. I had to wait a couple of days to see if this process worked. I don't want to repeat it today because I just did it basically yesterday, and I want to see if the process works. If the process works, then I will do the same. If it doesn't work, then I may have to change it slightly. So I only have one more seed for each of these, so I don't want to do this yet. So if you are interested in these seeds, definitely you have to watch the video. That is coming up. It's going to come out within the next maybe 2 weeks or so. All right. So now I'm going to switch to work in a sterile condition. So let me sterilize everything, so I don't need the file anymore. I'm going to put my all of my tools in the sterilizer. I also need to get a new blade, so let me get rid of this blade. I'll do that in a second. Let me move the seeds out of the way. So I'm bringing now test tubes. I already have the embryos here. I will show you how they are growing after I'm done. I'm going to, whatever is my spray bottle, here it is. I don't need the cutting board anymore. Alright, so I spray everything. Spray the test tubes. So I already have the test tube there, is the sterile seeds. Oh really? I will have to look into Matt's videos, because and yeah, I used to use Binoxa as well. It's very strong. Oh wait, yeah. Let me see. Who is Matt? Um, I kind of lost a little bit on the chat. Got lost in the chat a little bit. Why don't you use a drop or hot glue and the pliers? I don't know. I never thought about that. Yeah, I have steady hands. Nice. What about embryos? We talk about embryos in the class. Yep, yeah, definitely a lot of tomato industry people here. All right. Okay, so let's get started. Let me get my tools out. So here are the disposable plates now, which means the image may get a little bit darker on the microscope. So I'll have to adjust the image of the microscope again. I will also want to put a face mask just to keep things a little bit cleaner, because I'm talking, I don't want to contaminate my own cultures. So I take a plate out. Cover the rest of my plates, get it out of the way. Spray. All right, so first I want to put a new blade on the on my scalpel. I have a blade remover, but it doesn't work because it's melted. Trying to do it when it was too hot, so I've been melting it. So I just have to be very careful and do it by hand like this. So I want to grab a new blade, a new scalpel. There's sterile. This is a number 11, so it's a pointy blade. So you see it has an angle. Same thing, the scalpel also has an angle. So you just pop right in place. A good quality scalpel handle is just sit in place perfectly. There are some cheaper ones that is very hard to put in because it's not cut correctly to size, but this one is a very nice quality one. So you sit right there. All right, so let's start with the guava tarts. So this is the first piece we're going to be working on doing the embryo rescue. So on this one, yesterday I did the filing. It's basically the same thing as we did with these other seeds. I did the filing and they've been soaking. Oh, actually, before I'm doing this, actually I should probably soak the other seeds or get the other seeds soaking. So I'll show you the full process. So let me do that. So very easy. Water, the still water is not even a sterile water. I'm going to add about 8 milliliters. So just 8 milliliters of water into each tube. There we go. I also do this for these other ones. So 8 milliliters of water. Now I'll take my 3% hydrogen peroxide and I add 2 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide. So it's 2 parts hydrogen peroxide and 8 parts water. Very simple. And just take my polysolvent 20. This is a surfactant. And I'm just going to add 1 drop into each tube. It's done. Put the caps on this, on the tubes. And I will take, now I'm going to take these tubes to the shaker, and they're going to shake for overnight. And for this, they will actually be soaking for 2 days. I would use them in the master class, which is this weekend, by the way. So you still want to register for the class, you can. They will go into the shaker, and then I will use this in 2 days. All right, so now I'm back to where I was just a moment ago. I'm going to take the guava tarts that is already have been already sterilized. So let's see any other questions here. Oh, by the way, we also have a new video on how to use well, not an autoclave, but how to use a sterilizer to sterilize your tissue culture media. How to use it, how to properly bleed the air, how to use all of that. Is coming up tomorrow. New video tomorrow. We also have a Black Friday deals coming up next week. Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals coming up. And also the mini flow hoods will be at 40% off during the Black Friday deal. So all right. I wonder if enzyme soak, then dichloro or hydrogen peroxide may be a good idea. I was thinking about using the sodium dichloro. That may be a good thing to use. I have more experience using the hydrogen peroxide, so I like to use the hydrogen peroxide for this. I found that I have good success, so I've been using this hydrogen peroxide. Okay. Yeah, peroxide. Now let me tell you guys, peroxide, it will not kill Hoplaten virus. Neither does bleach. I mean, bleach will kill on the tools. If the plant has Hoplaten virus, the bleach is not going to remove it. You need to do the meristem, or you need to do the chemical therapy, or you need to do like heat therapy. But the peroxide or the sterilizing solution, the bleach, is not going to get rid of the Hoplaten virus viroids in the plants has. All right, let's go. So, sterilize my hands, sterilize my tube, guava tarts. I will come back to the questions in a moment. All right, so I flip my clean plate. So we're starting with guava tarts. Let me get my tools out of the sterilizer and let them cool down. All right. Okay, so I want to take a seed that has been soaking for 24 hours in the hydrogen peroxide solution. It's been I already filed this seed as well. So there is the seed. It looks very dark for you guys. So that's the problem. We're going from black, dark background to white background. I need to change the exposure a little bit. It looks a little better. It's never as good when you as I'm seeing, like when I see the image that I have here is very, very sharp compared to what you guys see on the microscope. But let's go. So you see that that's where I file. That's the root tap already coming out. So I filed this seed. So you see how easy the seed coat came out. Now this forcer right here had this little hook, which I did not make this. Somehow while using it, I just kind of, I think I dropped it and then I accidentally made this hook. But it's actually perfect for grabbing the seed coat. Just fits in there and then just push it. So I did not fix this forces just because of that reason. But there is the embryo from this. Yes, it did lose part of the root cap, but it's still perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a test tube, spray it with alcohol like always, and take my already sterile lawn forceps, take the embryo, not the seed coats, put the embryo in the media, and then close the cap, and there it is. All right, so that was one. Let's do the next one. So let's make sure my tools are sterile again. This sterilizer gets pretty hot, so they don't need to stay in the sterilizer for too long. And for most of these, I will not use the blade, the scalpel. I just have it just in case, but with luck, I won't need to actually use it. So I take the new seed. There's a new seed. You see the damage that I did with the file. And let's grab the seed and then use my hook to get a hold of the seed. See, if I wouldn't be doing this in sterile conditions, it would be so much easier. Like some of you guys say, like you can use squeeze it and come out, or do you like use the fingers, or to do it, but with this, because I need to keep this in sterile conditions, I have to be very gentle. So you see this one came out nicely. So this one is a lot more intact than the other one. There we go. So there is the second guava tarts. So there is the second guava tarts. I grab a new test tube. Just squeeze the top opposite end, it doesn't connect to the plant, they pop right open. I will try on the next one. So I grab my seeds and put it in the media. And there it is. All right, so now let me do lemon slice. So let's sterilize the tools. Now when you say use squeeze the top or the opposite end, you mean like it's not where it basically the bottom, right, where it has like the or just grab it from like the sides and just kind of squeeze. Cold plasma treatment. I mean, a lot of people are talking about a lot of stuff here. I'll have to come back to the chat later on to see what people I'm talking about. All right. So let me sterilize. I already sterilized my tools, so all right. So again, I want to spray my hands again. All right. So let's see. All right, so spray my hands. Now I do have on this case, one of these seeds is floating and the other one is sinking. For general thing where I have found or like been known is that the floating seeds, they're usually bad seeds, right? For the people who have more experience with this kind of seeds, please let me know. But I think that's kind of my understanding. Something that I have noticed, especially on the video that I made, is that the guava tarts and the lemon slice, they sink. They after soaking it for 24 hours, they sink. They did sink to the bottom. However, they trying to squeeze this area. However, priceless and blood orange did not. After 24 hours, they were still floating. So would that indicate that it's a bad seed? Please let me know. Oh, there we go. I know it's like not necessary, but it don't necessarily mean that it's a bad seed. But would that be like kind of like an indication? There we go. We have our seed. Grab a new. Yeah, I say that means nothing. Yeah, it just means that the seed soak it with water. Yeah. All right, so one more seed. One more seed. Okay. I think it depends the density how seeds separate works right. The air blows the lighter seeds into discards, but the heaviest get collected. Okay. Well, I guess of the seeds, who collected the seeds then? All right, so I have one more seed. Okay, so graph. Oh, okay, well, look at that. Beautiful. It's a little bit hard for you to see because white plate, but looks very nice. Oh, I did not stir. Oh, I forgot to cool down my forceps. I need to cool them down with the media now. Well, now you guys talking about chemical guys sprayers. All right, so I take my embryo. There he goes. All right, so now it's in the media. All right, so there he goes. That stays there. This goes to the trash. Now, I think I'm done with all my sterile work, so I want to turn off the hood so I can talk better. So let's see. Let's see a couple of questions, and then I want to show you here what I've done. So these seeds. So some of these I already made last in the last couple days, the last 2 days. So the older one is this control. So let me show you. So this is the first one that I did. So this is 2 days old, and you see that this is the new growth of the seed. Let's see. All right. So this is the new seed, or the plant coming out. So this is just a regular control. This is guava tarts. This is yesterday. So the control is the only one that is from 2 days old. The rest ones will be 2 days old. I'm sorry, 1 day old. So this is from yesterday. So this is like 24 hours. It doesn't look that it's growing now. I can tell that it's definitely getting bigger. You see a little bit of grow right there, and that's the seed right there. So this one is growing okay. And this is lemon slice. Let me grab this. Let me see if I can give it a better contrast. Well, will it work if I put it under the microscope? Let me try the microscope, see if it works. It may not work, but let me see if I can get it under the microscope. So there it is. Oh yeah, you can see it right there. All right, so yeah, you can see it right there. So this is the embryo from the lemon slice. There it is. Now let me show you the other two. So the control, let's go back to the control. So there is my control. So there is my control right there. This is 2 days old. So that's the growth from 2 days. Yeah, so this is 2 days. This is the guava tarts. And the guava tarts is starting to grow. And I know the test tube is a bit dirty, but you see it's starting to grow. This is 1 day old. The lemon slice that I will show you, can't really see much going on yet. This is another lemon slice. I think it's growing a little bit. Can't tell. I think I'm going to. It needs more days. It's still too young. It's like literally 24 hours old. Now this one I won't be. I don't think you'll be able to see it because it's. I buried this one a little bit more. This is the blood orange. And the last one is the priceless. So here is priceless. So this is priceless. So there is priceless. Do you think they look like dehydrated? These seeds? The rest are the ones that I did today. So let me show you the ones that I did today. So the first two, this one is guava tarts. Oh, this is, yeah, it's very dirty test tube. I need to give it a clean. Let me see if I can just clean the outside. I think it may be dirty from the inside. Let me see. Oh, that's a little better. There we go. That's much better. So this is just from today. From this one is the guava tarts. This is the other guava tarts. I think I buried a little bit. I won't say too much. I think it's fine, but I buried a little bit more than the other ones. And the lemon slice. There it is. It's dirty as well. Now the one that I want to show you, and this is, I'm actually very excited. Well, this is the lemon slice right here. The one that I want to show you, I'm very excited, is in a time lapse right now. So I need to take the camera over there because overnight it has actually grown quite a bit. It's only 24 hours old. It's a guava tarts and it's doing great. So let me grab the camera, but let me just check a couple of questions here. I think a lot of people are talking with each other, so that's great. All right, so let me grab this camera and let me show you the one that having the time lapse. Let me show you the one that I have in the time lapse to see if you can see it. I need something to get up. See, I don't know, you can see it from there. Well, there is the camera. I cannot see my screen. I think I am showing the test tube. Can you see it right there from there?
It's delayed. So
It's delayed, okay.
shortly, you're up there. Let's see. Yeah, we can see.
The plan is,
It's rocking a little bit, but yeah, there it is.
yeah, the plan is a little bit hard to see, but it's actually even bigger than the control one. So this one is only 24 hours and it's bigger than the one that is 2 days old. So I'm very excited about this one. It's in the time lapse, so I'm very excited to see the time lapse in a few weeks when it's hopefully will grow all the way to the top of the tube. So expect that hopefully in a few hours, in a few weeks. All right, let's put the camera back in there. All right. Let's see. All right, so let me check a couple more questions. All right, so let's check a few questions here before we go. I hope you guys enjoy the live stream and something different. Some embryo rescue. You want me to show other seeds, not only use these spicy tomato plants, tomato seeds? Let me know. I was thinking doing like some beans are easy, but something like I think somebody was asking about apples and melons, so I may do that as well. All right, so let's see. There any more questions? Well, I know everybody's asking about the media. What the media is this? It's actually coming up. Can't talk much about it. But very excited about this media. Something that is work in progress. Work in progress. What I can tell. What I can tell you guys is that tomorrow is going to be the online Tissue Culture Masterclass. I don't know if anybody here in the chat is going to be in the class tomorrow. If you are, that's great. We're going to be doing some tissue culture. We're going to show you how to do stock solutions, how to make media, how to sterilize plants. Not just like these plants, but like house plants and tissue culture plants in general. That's going to be tomorrow, Saturday and Sunday class. And we also have a video coming on tomorrow as well. I don't know when the video is dropping. I think it's dropping about midday, usually the time we're posting. All right, let's see. Somebody was asking me about the charcoal. Yeah, it's 1 gram per liter. And the plant growth regulators. So for the plant growth regulators, yes, it is. You always get better at 11 a.m. Eastern time. That's the video coming up tomorrow. For the plant growth regulators, yes, it is better to add them after you sterilize the media. So you filter, sterilize the plant growth regulators, and then you add them after. It's better to do it with all of them. Every single plant growth regulator is going to lose a little bit. Some will lose more than other ones. So like there are some that are way more stable, like your BAP, your IVA, TDC. Those are more stable, but you go into like kinetin, 2IP, gibberellic acid. Um, those are technically still heat stable, but they will decrease a bit more on the potency of the plant regulator. So it's always better to use to filter, sterilize them, and add it to the media. Now this is kind of depends on your kind of case scenario. If you don't have a laminar flow hood, then just make the media like you add the plant regulators while you are making the media, because otherwise you don't have a proper laminar flow hood to actually add them after you risk contamination. So that's kind of you have to look on the risk on that. If you have a laminar flow hood and you don't mind spending a little bit extra money, a little bit more, and also a little bit more time into adding the plant regulators after, then that's great. It's not, the difference is not that much. It's only like 5-10% difference in the potency of the plant regulator. So most of the times I don't do it. Sometimes I do it. Again, kind of depends on which plant regulators I'm using. If I'm using something like gibberellic acid 2IP or something like IAA, those are not that much heat stable. So I will most likely will add them afterwards. All right. Well, thank you so much. Yeah. And again, if you are interested in more kind of demos like this, please let us know. We're happy to do a more demonstration like this. We going to be posting pictures, and again expect like time lapse and the videos on Instagram, and updates in on future videos and future live streams. So we trying to get the new live streaming start to live streaming like every Friday. Next Friday won't be we will not be live streaming. It's going to be I'm out of the office for Thanksgiving weekend, so I won't be here. But mostly live streaming on Fridays around the same time, around 4 p.m. And again, I also want to be posting a video on this topic, on the embryo rescue, and I'm going to be using also the other seeds like the blood orange and the priceless. So I'll be using these seeds as well during the video. I didn't use it this time during this demonstration because I just did it yesterday, and I want to see if they grow. If I see that they grow, then I will feel more confident using this method. If not, I will have to try maybe something else to be able to sprout them out. So that's why I didn't use it yet. But for the video, you will see these seeds again. Yeah, thank you, and thank you everybody. Thanks for sharing. All right. Okay, yeah. So again, also we had the Black Friday deal. It's going to be from November 28, 29. What is this? Oh, use a spicy tomato on the main class for 30% off as well. That's the class that we have on Vimeo. We have a class on doing the spicy tomato. If you are interested into learning how to do a spicy tomato tissue culture, you can check that out. We have a like pre-recorded class for you guys, and soon we're also going to be releasing kind of new dates for new master classes as well. Well, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Like I say, I will see you next time. Tomorrow we're going to have a new video, and then yeah. So we'll see you there, and see you people from class. I will see you tomorrow. Well, thank you so much, and goodbye.